Mikey's integrity, grit, and commitment to service are what we need right now in our leaders.
Jack doesn't care. You deserve a governor who will take on anyone who gets in New Jersey's way, who fights for your state. And you know what? The great thing is, you got a candidate like Mikey Sherrill.
New Jersey Democrat hopeful Mikey Sherrill hoping for a boost from Democrat powerhouses as Republican Jack Ciattarelli closes in with just weeks in the New Jersey election. It is one of the hottest elections in the country.
New Jersey GOP Congressman Jeff Van Drew joining us now. Congressman, what do you make of this race? Mikey Sherrill obviously trying to get some closers from Governor Whitmer to Obama's endorsement. And then, of course, she's hitting the streets with the No Kings protesters.
I tell you what I make of it. We're going to win. We are going to win this thing, and I can give you all the reasons why. And bringing in, the political elite, the political cool people is not going to do it. It's not going to connect with the people of the state of New Jersey. They have no idea what's really going on in New Jersey. You know what's going on in New Jersey? We're paying more for taxes, tolls, fees. We're paying way more for utility bills. We're tired of paying for a sanctuary state and all that goes along with that. We're tired of putting criminals back on the street over and over again with liberal prosecutors. We are just sick and tired of it all. And you know what else we're tired of, by the way? Interfering with children and their parents in schools. It's enough. And it's even more than Republican and Democrat. It's just a return to normalcy. New Jersey is a funny state. Yeah, we're a blue state. But by the way, let me say this. Just see, 200,000, probably close to 250,000 people now have changed over to Republican. It used to be a difference of well over 1 million more Democrats than Republicans, and now it's down to 800,000. And by the way, in my district, it's a big part of it. We've almost turned 50,000 people over from Democrat to Republican. So there is a lot in there. And I'll finally wrap up with this. Jack Ciattarelli is within, according to the polls, actually, I think he's winning, but according to the polls, he's within single digits. Last time, when he just about won it, he was a whisper away. He was supposedly double digits out in the polls.
Wow.
Republicans don't poll that well. It's going to be a big victory for Jack Ciattarelli, for Republicans, most of all for New Jerseyans who are worn out with all the crap.
I'm so glad you brought up what's happening in the school system. I think that's been something that a lot of working class New Jerseyans don't like. A lot of your minority voters didn't like K through 12 mandatory LGBTQ education in place of, taking the place of reading and writing and all the things that need to be done in school. In fact, I saw a lot of these parents running to Catholic schools, and it's been, a burden on them because some of them can't afford it or they're struggling to pay for it, but they want to protect their kids. And I think that's a great topic a great issue for them. Enthusiasm matters. I was out and about. I went to an event in New Jersey yesterday, a public event, the Hunt in Far Hills. But I've also seen him in other places in more working class areas. And there's a lot of enthusiasm for him. He couldn't walk 2 steps without being stopped.
Absolutely. And that's a very good point. I've been in New Jersey 99% of my life. And let me tell you, I've seen a lot of elections come and go. People are fired up. There is enthusiasm. There is energy. He's an articulate candidate. He's an extremely hardworking candidate. He really is going to win this thing. And, back to your point with schools, most New Jerseyans are like me. Frankly, I don't care what you do in your bedroom. Don't make me pay for it. And don't force it on my kids. That's all that people ask. They're forcing it on our kids, and parents don't like it. If I told you 10 years ago even that your child in some school districts would be able to change their name, their pronouns, their sex, you would say, Jeff, you are crazy. That will never, ever happen in New Jersey and the United States of America. It's weird stuff.
Yeah, it's truly insane. And of course, you led the way. From Democrat to Republican over common sense issues. Congressman Van Drew, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you,
Always
Congressman.
good to be with you. Thank you.
Such a common sense guy, isn't he?
Yeah. And these issues are pretty clear and common sense.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.